Yo, what up, though? What's good? What is up, everyone? What up, though? What's good? Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Was messing around with some settings. What up, William, Renee, William? It's Octavia. What's up, girl? What's good? Definitely gonna talk about this right here. I had to get this out right here. Some of y'all are very, very familiar with the new news on this device right here, which is the our Revolution Player One media player. Um, I have to show some love to you, man. Also, show some love to the haterade. All right. Let me see. I just want to see something right quick, guys. And I don't know. I just got a feeling I don't believe. I don't think this device is going to live up to the expectations on sales. Um, that's just what I believe. All right. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It's all good. Let me do this right quick. I've definitely been wrong before. Just want to make sure this is up. All right. Just wanted to make sure that was up. But yeah, I definitely, you know, it's a little crazy. All right. What up, though, George? What's good? She said, I was setting up my 4K Max for my cousin because he wanted more storage space. He didn't like the box. Say, oh man, he didn't like the box. He wanted the stick, huh? Man. But yeah, we definitely gonna get into a little bit of this device right here. We can just go and jump in it because I know the football game, and we got basketball that's on tonight. So what up, though, Rich? So let me go ahead and get this party started. Let me share my screen right quick. Yo, Dale, share that screen. All right. All right. So here it is right here. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. So as you see it right here, this is the R Revolution box, Player One box. At least that's what they call it, right? Some things that kind of struck me on that. You know, as you see, the price right here is $900. All right. I even looked at this device, the front of it, the back of it. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. And as you see, one thing about it, which zidoo got rid of, they do have the HDMI in. But like I said, I watched Youth Man and Haterade, but they didn't get into it. I think I saw it, a little bit of it, where it said HDMI input. But I would like to get a little bit more info on that. But other than that, this box is very, very pretty much the same as a zidoo box for cheaper. I want to say like $500 to $600. Nothing spectacular or anything like that. It does give you a bay, which is like right here. You can let this thing right down right here, and you got a 3.5 disc that you can place inside of here. So that's pretty much the same thing. All of them, like zidoo does. I think they got some Doom devices and all of that. What's up, Rose? What's up? What up, though, Rich? But here's my take on this. All right, here's my take on it, and why you might want to consider going with something like this. Again, it's pretty much cheaper. I can click in here. They got this model right here. And if you look in the back, only thing it really doesn't have is the HDMI input. But pretty much everything else is ran the same. And this one costs $518. They're gonna play ISOs. They're gonna do all of that. This one right here, this is the Z2600, and again, they got the dish tray right up here. They do the same exact thing. All right. They do the same exact thing. It's just that the interface is a little bit iffy for me. All right. The interface is very, very iffy for me. Both of them play Ultra HD. They play pretty much all formats. Um, this device, let me see if I can get the specs for it. The specs right here come with the Realtek 1619DR. That's it. This one come with the Realtek 1619 BPD. Pretty much the same. Performance issue might just be a little off depending on the interface, but pretty much the same outcome. All right. Some things again, this device is pretty much the same as a zidoo and Doombox. It just got the different user interface, which I actually took some pictures of, which I really, really, really don't like. All right. This interface right here is pretty old. It is running Android. Everybody should know about this right here. So you should be able to add applications and everything to it. But this interface is pretty like old. Here go the HDMI input that they both displayed, but they didn't go into it because they didn't have anything connected to it. Other than that, Miracast, you want to listen to some music, you can do that. Android TV, all of that, is in here. But again, I just took some pictures and, yeah, and just came out and showed it. I'm not a big fan of all of this. I think it's a little bit too much that's going on here. To be honest, a little bit too much. All of this, I understand it, but I think you could do a little bit. It just seemed like too much clicking buttons and all of that. Saying which folder is what. The zidoo pretty much picks everything up on its own. But here, you got to do the selectors. And again, like honestly, in today's time, I think the icons could have been colored. Everything is like black and white, you know. And again, I just think it's not modern enough for me. All right, this is the only thing in color. Now, could you change the colors? Probably so. All right, you could probably change the colors, but you tell it where to go, get your content, and it goes out there. But this is the one thing that a lot of people don't like. Example, Philly Cable Dave. He don't want to give out his personal, his emails or anything like that. And with that, they want you to sign into sign in with an Arvolution account or create a new one. Right here is going to be a problem for some people, such as Philly Cable Day. All right. I think that was his big thing with the Zapati, however you say it. They wanted your information. They wanted to use your email and have all of that data. The same thing that TiVo Stream 4K does. And pretty much all of them. It's only a couple devices that are not asking for your email or nothing like that. So again, I understand it, but I just think, this is a little bit, like the Zidoo goes out there and they get the information. That home theater 4.0 goes out there and get it. And this one, they telling you like you can click on and say, show me the ad. This is a category, but I really I'm not digging this. I'm not digging it. You can go down there and say, hey, show me your 4K. But I think they could have added some colors to it. I think it's too plain, in my opinion. I think it's too plain. But again, it's whoever get this device, it'll be up to you. Um, you know, on how you use it. I think you can go and select action, adventure, and it will give you all of your movies that you want in these categories. All your movies that the metadata picks up from the internet on that movie, the way you um, the way it's scripted out, it will go over here. But I think this could have been a lot better. You know, in my opinion, I think this could have been a lot better. All right. But again, I'm not hating on it, but I think, for $900, you can get a device that's very, very similar and save you a few dollars. And if you don't want that one, you got a host of them. You know, you got a host of them that would pretty much do the same thing. I'm quite sure at the end of the day, someone just want to watch a movie. All right. This one right here got a little bit more, and it's especially for your system, your audio system, and so it's gonna give you a little bit more oomph compared to the lesser ones, right? Again, I'm not hating on this device. I don't think I will pick it up. That's just me. I don't think I'll pick it up. Again, it plays everything from 4K movies, right? And let me make that larger. Uh, Let me do this right quick. I'm just trying to see if I can get that. It plays 4K, BDs, Ultra HD, ISO files, uh, Blu-ray. I mean, all of that. However you want to set your device up, they pretty much play the same thing, guys. But it's going to be very, very interesting on the people who actually get this. Now, for the Zapati or Zapiti, uh, people who got devices, yeah, you will have to wait till next month, which is what, next week, and see if they're going to drop that application that you can use on this device. Now, I did shout out the Haterade Cowboy. Let me see. Hold up, man. I got to make sure I'm saying this right. I got to make sure I'm saying this correctly. All right, hold up. Hold up. I just have to make sure. I don't want to be messing up nobody's name, because I actually chimed in on. Let me do this right quick. I'll tell you exactly. I know. Shout out to you, man. And where is he at? Haterade Cowboy. All right. So Haterade Cowboy Cinema, who actually did a wonderful video on this, and he definitely he went a little bit more in depth, which I like. Um, so if anybody reach out to him, I know he said he probably gonna do another video on this. I would love to see what that HDMI input look like, see what it's doing. But honestly, if you someone that has a zidoo, someone that possibly have a Doom, this is more in the category of Doom with me because of the interface and stuff like that. If you're not aware, I had a WD TV Live that actually had the same format where you can go left and right. It didn't give you that universal user interface. So that's the only thing. I really don't care too much about the interface, but will it get the job done? Yes. But you're going to have to sign into their account to use this device. That's the only thing about it. That is the only thing about it. So it is crazy. What up, though, LB? D. Johnson in the building. What up, Michael Martin? Damien says, The Arvolution Player One user interface is pretty much the same as what they learned from Zipity. It doesn't really matter as long as it detects all your movie files. You're absolutely right, but that's the gripe that I'm having with this device. Um, why not separate yourself from others? Um, one thing, and Doom does this pretty much the same format. Very very similar. One thing about zidoo, it does give you a fresher user interface, compared to just picking up a remote, going right or left, and then selecting and doing all of that. Um, that's the only thing about it. It is outdated, in my opinion. Um, I think people who have this device or the zidoo device, you'll be perfectly fine. You'll be good to go. What's up, Barb? Say happy to see you back. Hope you have a great day on this Thursday night. Thank you for sharing with us your videos. Again, I appreciate you very much for your time. A big salute, Barbara. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the love, Barbara. And again, I don't know why my voice, when I get on here, I don't know why my voice just leaves. I don't know. What up, though, Huff? What's good? Are these units that much better than the NVIDIA Shield? No, you can't compare it to the NVIDIA Shield. I wouldn't compare any of these media devices to the NVIDIA Shield. I'll tell you why. Because the NVIDIA Shield is just not a media player. It's a gaming console as well. And we know it, we all heard it. It's way more powerful than any other Android device you have that's out there. Um, as far as connecting it to your television and stuff like that. Um, with the NVIDIA Shield, it gives you Plex. And if you love Plex, I'm back into Plex. I love Plex. I love what it does. All of them pretty much do the same thing. They play the trailers. The only thing about Plex, you can't play no ISOs. All right, it's not going to give you that same quality that zidoo, Doom, and even this player would be able to do. When you use them ISOs, when you can make a file look like you got the Ultra HD Blu-ray, disc player. Um, yeah, it's a whole difference. Plex can't mess with none of that. Not right now. Plexus just want you to go MKV, MP4, AVI. Uh, it's not going to do ISOs. ISOs are something different. They make everything a little bit different. Using the zidoo, Doom, the Arvolution, and all of that. But at the end of the day, people just want to watch their movie. So a lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't care about ISOs or anything like that. So they really don't care. Um, so I mean, it's not a biggie. Plex is something different. The only thing that uh, Plex will give you is a media server. Shoot, anything. It's so many devices out here, computers, laptops, certain routers. Uh, uh, you got NASs out here that all has the Plex server. So it's so many different devices that can do the same thing, if not better. You know, um, the NVIDIA Shield just had a tough time in my case, and in other cases of handling the content when you plug your drive into when you plug that drive into your NVIDIA Shield. It loses connection. You have to, unplug it, plug it back in. It was a lot to it. Some people have success, but some people don't have success with it. But it's so many. We got so many options out here compared to 5, 6, 7 years ago. It's a lot of options out here where people don't really use the NVIDIA Shield. But if you're an NVIDIA Shield lover, then yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to be able to watch your movies. Can Plex play 4K? Absolutely. Can it play trailers? Absolutely. Does it play the music background when you go into the TV show? Absolutely. All right, absolutely. So there's some perks with Plex and the NVIDIA Shield and stuff like that. So um, it's just that these devices right here are meant, you know, to do what it do. Play your media files, all of them. Plex will not play all files. What's up, Ra? What up, though? Eugene, what up, though? What's good, man? And that's the thing about it. Um, Again, I don't know if you're gonna see a lot of dedicated videos for the revolution. You might see a few people touch on it here and there. I don't think a lot of people are going to touch on it. I think what's going to happen once they drop the app, and now we can see how this app is going to work. Because he did say the app is going to work for Zidoo, Zapati, and Doom devices. And so we just got to wait to get the price and stuff like that, and then go from there. But that's pretty much everything right there. I mean, personally, I'm not going to get it. And to be honest, I don't even know if I would even want it. To be honest to you, because I think it's just gonna. I don't know. I'm going to find something on it, and $900. Now, if they send it to me, I test it out and send it back. But honestly, I don't think if you already have one of these devices, such as the Zidoo or Doom or even the Zapati, and them Zapati guys, they can hold off. I don't think you need this. And from what I'm hearing, just going over to like Youth Man and going over to Haterade Cowboy, a lot of people are saying this is nothing but a Zapati box. It's the same thing. And like I said, it looked very, very similar to Zidoo devices. If they're not, it just it just got different enclosures. That's all it is. Uh, these enclosures are a little bit different than these enclosures. All right. And so when you look at this enclosure of this device and you go onto these, I mean, it's just a little bit off. That's it. There's really no big difference. They just different enclosures, all of them. But again, if you got a NAS, you can go with this device right there because you won't have to connect anything up to it. You can go with this Z9X Pro and be done with it. I'm telling you, be done with it. And it would be nice to you as well. Let me come up over here. What up, Dennis? Have you heard everything about Jellyfin working with Cody to send your content over the network? Now, I haven't heard of it. I don't use Jellyfin. That's probably why I haven't heard of it. So I don't use Cody anymore either. Um, I don't use either one of them. So I think those are, Jellyfin. I mean, to each his own. Um, some people like Jellyfin, some people like Enby, some people like Cody, some people like plex. Some people like home theater 4.0. So it just comes down to what you like and stuff like that. Which version or application you gonna go with? Yeah, I agree with that, Uno. They doing too much. They're doing too much. People I know that have the sticks, they're definitely doing too much. You know, to be able to delete applications because you don't use them as often as they think you should use it, and you wake up and it's deleted. Yeah, I think that's a problem. I do. I believe that's a big problem, in my opinion. All right. And that's just my opinion. I don't know about everybody else. But in my opinion, I think, yeah, they just doing too much. So yeah, that's my opinion though. John, I ain't checked my email in a few days. What's on your mind, John? I ain't checked that email. I ain't checked that email in a few days. Shout out to Miss B, Miss B Love. That's probably our oldest cord cutter. I did see the email, uh, and I forgot to email back. I think me and my wife was driving somewhere. Uh, I think we was driving somewhere, and then we sparked the conversation. I forgot. You said you read it on Reddit. I don't know. I mean, I don't use those two, so I probably will not be touching on it because I don't use man. I ain't used Cody in so long, and Jellyfin. I ain't never used Jellyfin. And John, tell me before just tell me what you were talking about in the email. I can answer it in real time. You say, yeah, every once and again, got to use Cody just to stay up on things. Not me. I don't need. I think as advanced as we are, you don't need Cody anymore. At least in my opinion. Unless you just want it. Unless you're doing an extra feature using Cody, I don't think we need Cody anymore. That's just what I believe. Unless you're doing something extra, Uno Nice, which you could be, but nah, I don't mess around with it. Eugene say, "Yo, I just learned how to do TV shows on my zidoo." Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, Dave said I haven't used Cody in eight. I haven't used Cody. It got to be going on 4 years. Honestly, I bullcrap you not. Michael said, if I already have an NVIDIA Shield, what would having one of these devices like buy me or do for you? Probably nothing. I mean, probably nothing. To be honest, I don't know your full setup, Mike, so it's hard for me to even say. I don't know. Maybe you got a Nas, maybe you got a Plex. I don't know. But in today's time, the NVIDIA Shield is not getting the play that it used to get. The NVIDIA Shield doesn't update as much as much as it used to. And NVIDIA really doesn't care if you use an NVIDIA Shield or not. They done made their money. You know, they made their money, so they really don't care. They're not going to do another NVIDIA Shield. They're not going to do anything because they know it's still a great device since 2015. Here it is, the NVIDIA Shield is about to be 9 years old. And the only update is done as far as the enclosure was make it a little bit smaller and take away the controller. So, I mean, if you got a good setup with your NVIDIA Shield, these players are not for you, honestly. Um, you know, people get the devices because what it's capable of. One thing about it, uh, you know, with the NVIDIA Shield, it's a little learning curve, but you can do some things with it on your network. But I mean, it's just when you're talking about simplicity, that's why people don't use Kodi. Kodi probably is the greatest format, is the greatest app for playing files. All right. If you put a ham sandwich inside of Kodi, if it was a machine, it'll tell you, it will describe, oh, this is Italian. This is ham and cheese. This is a grilled ham and cheese. This is a bologna sandwich. Kodi is probably by far the best, you know, application for video and audio codec. But it's all about simplicity. How can you make it simple? How can you make it as easy as possible for the end user? That's what Kodi falls on their face at right there. Just, you know, what does it do? It ain't nothing but a couple buttons. You click a couple buttons and boom, you sharing across your network, you know? And so that's the only, it's all about simplicity. Even people with Plex, right? Plex, it's a learning curve. You can't just get anybody to go up in there and be like, do this, do this, do this. Somebody gonna be like, they gonna pause that bad boy. Look, I can do a video right now, a step by step, going very, very slow, how to do your Plex, right? I can do that. Somebody, it's gonna be a lot of people that ask a lot of questions, all right? Because Plex gonna update, some things gonna change. Hey man, I saw your video, you made this video 6 months ago, but I don't see that option anymore. Zidoo is not changing. It's pretty much the same. All you have to do is get to the settings. And when you get to the settings, you can follow them same instructions using all of their boxes. Now the user interface changed, right? Because you had the one that shows you apps and you can add your apps and stuff at the bottom. But then the newer units were all black. Where you can go into your movie, you can go into your media file, you can go into settings, and you can go into home theater 4.0, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So that's the thing about it. It comes down to simplicity. You know, can your grandma follow these instructions and be and get it done? Absolutely. We don't know if granddad can follow the instructions 6 months from now on Plex and get the job done, because so many changes, they're adding things, and it's a curve. And then you got to baby that bad boy. You got to really baby a Plex. So that's all it is. So yeah, if you use Plex, you good. I mean, they all do the same thing, honestly. Yeah, NVIDIA, you can do quite a bit of things with NVIDIA. You can have your drive hooked up to it and send it over the network. You know, you can do all of that. So it's very, very nice. It's very solid when it comes to these media players. Just G say, hey, what up, family? The Shield and the Apple TV are the most expensive devices I have, and I'm damn happy with those. I have all those other devices, but I ain't doing $899. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's going to be hard for people to push out $800 because this company can go down in 2-3 years. Look at all them people that got that sapati, and then a couple months later they went out. You know, so it's a lot. But this where you have channels like this to educate. But the average person who's seeing that, they're not going to know that they can go and get. They're going to think like, oh, I got a Nas. You know what? I just found this out. I'm going to go and get this device for $900. Knowing that they can get a zidoo, right? They can get the cheapest zidoo, or they can get a regular Android box, such as a $20 box, right? And if they got a Nas, you can get Plex. You can get your Plex on that. You can use Nova Video Player. So it's all type of things that you can do to save money on these devices. $900 plus tax is a lot. Kevin say, yeah, 900 is doing too much. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Kev. I really only stay up on Kodi because some customers still want it on their boxes. Yeah, Dennis, they'll be wanting it. They will be wanting it. Now, a lot of people, there's a simple fix. If you can find the right ad blocker, you can use them third-party applications. But Kodi, to me, I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for it anymore. Even though I know it's faster and all of that, I haven't used it. Maybe I'll have to revisit it someday. I don't know. Yo, Ono said, yo, honestly, bro, I don't know how you find the time to do live streams and continue to help us here in the tech community. Just want to say thank you, sir. Salute. Hey, Ono, big salute. That's because there's a passion. What I do, I don't do it just to, one thing about, I'll tell you, if I can be honest, y'all like when I be honest. One thing about my channel, I build it from the ground up. All right. I didn't piggyback. I didn't jump on nobody and say, hey, I build it myself. And I think when you do it like that, when you build it up yourself, that's just like when you build your house. You build something that you want. I don't care. You done built your pool. You're going to appreciate it more. And that's what separates me from others, because I built it from the ground up. Now, I may not be doing all the numbers that I used to. I really don't. I care, but I don't care. Because I'm not going to lie. Shoot, man, look, them few times that them 4,000s came in, 3 to 4,000, a little bit over 4,000 a month, man, yeah, those were the good old days. That's when we can talk about certain things. But then they came down with the hammer. But at the end of the day, it's a passion of mine. It's not no hobby and nothing like this. This is just something I do. And so you're going to have people coming in and out, and they're going to, that's just what it is, but they didn't build it from the ground up. See, when you build it from the ground up and you grind and you grind and you grind, and, that's, you appreciate it more. Or if somebody even throw you an alley-oop, right? Hey, man, go to the game. I never looked at anybody that I help as an opponent. Yeah, of course, I want to get the most numbers in that. It was competition, but I didn't look at them like I'm going to crush them, because I learned from them. And then when I got to a certain milestone, I didn't frown up at nobody. I didn't have to, I didn't have to do all of that, because I appreciate the hard work and I love to learn from people. And so that's why you still see me around compared to a lot of other people who was in the game a year, 2, 3 years, because the pressure, it wasn't a passion of theirs. They just did it just to be doing it. So you see many that come and a lot that goes right behind it, And all you can do is keep it moving. I mean, we all know who came and left, and because it's just not a passion, and there's no knock on them. Shit, people got. I'm telling you, there's plenty of ways to make money. All right, plenty of ways to make money. It's just that it's not a passion anymore to them guys. You know, they probably never had the passion, not the passion like I have, and so that's all it is. I love doing what I do, and plus this keeps me out of trouble. You know, keeps me out of the streets. I'd rather be over here talking to y'all than to sit back and be like, man, I'm bored. Let me go and meet my boys at this spot. Let's have a few drinks and stuff like that. Because I can do it, but forget that. Why even do it? So Uno, I appreciate them kind words, but it takes a lot to do all of this. You know, your bills go up and everything. John said I have a grandma that like to watch sports, but her TV provider, Dish Network, just for regular TV channels, she pays about $75 every month. So my question is, what's better, the Buzz box or the Formula box? If I had to choose right now, and this is your grandma, I would say go with the Formula box, and this is why. This is not no knock on the Buzz because I like the Buzz. Simplicity, simple, not a bunch of you know bells and whistles. Simplicity is everything. I can go and get a Buzz TV right now, and I'm going to show you the different things that it's capable of doing, which is good for me. But again, this is for grandma, and it's for simplicity. And to make it as simple as possible, I would tell you to go with the formula because you ain't got to do different skins and nothing like that. Even though you can set grandma up with that, but that's all it takes for her to sit back and go, or somebody come over her house and change a setting, and now she's confused. Now she's calling you. You go over there and fix it. Somebody else, or maybe she sit on the remote. Something get changed again. Who's she calling? John, I'm sorry. Can you please come back over here? And John, you got a personal life. You gonna be like, God damn, Dale told me to get her this Buzz TV. No, I'm gonna tell you for her. Now, if you're a veteran in the game, I would tell you if you want to have a little bit of fun, you want to separate from, how it look regular and all of that, then yeah, I would tell you go with the Buzz because they do the same thing. But for simplicity, to keep it simple and organized, you can go with that formula box and that's it. But that Buzz TV may be for like you, John. It might be for, to me, that Buzz TV is for people who don't mind learning and advance a little bit more advanced because it gives you a little bit more. All right, it gives you a little bit more that you can use. So I would tell you go with the formula. And sorry I ain't answer your question on the email. And I do like the Apple TV. The Apple TV is back connected to my 75-inch Hisense U8K. So I did it last night. He said, "Yeah, that's doing too much. Yeah, it's definitely doing too much." Uh, all right. Dave say, "Yo, the Shield has the Tegra chip that none of the others have matched yet. The competition are all using chips that are on the market, none of which come close to the Tegra." And you're absolutely right, Dave. But here's the thing about it. Here's the thing. You don't need a powerful chip to play movies, TV shows, music. You know, the thing about that Tegra, yeah, you can install apps fast. Everything is going to be faster. But at the end of the day, you don't need all of that to play your media. All right, you don't need it. But you can't. I mean, if you someone that's going to use it, like I said, if you're not going to use the NVIDIA Shield for what it's meant for, at least some type of gaming, then I wouldn't get the NVIDIA Shield. Knowing what I know now. So Dave is absolutely right. No chip, the only chip that comes close to the Tegra 1 and has been proven more powerful than the Tegra 1 is the chip inside of the Apple TV 4K. All right. That's the only chip that professional people who know about processors, they said the Apple TV 4K chip is more powerful than the Tegra 1 chip. But remember back in the day, Dave, they didn't say anything that you can cut the cord. It wasn't a lot of information out here. What up, though, C. Oliver? What up, though? Let me see. What is? Hold up, Superdell. Hold up. What is that hard drive enclosure that you got, and where did you get it? The hard drive enclosure, you can get it from Micro Center, or you can get it from Amazon. I got a few enclosures, a few of them down here. I got. Let me see. Which one is this one? Oh no, that's my what's the name? This is the one that I have right here. So this is the one right here. This is an enclosure right here, and it's very, very nice. Very, very nice. But I do have another enclosure. Man, I got probably about, I know, like, here go one that I use from time to time. Well, I ain't used this one. I had it. I used it some time ago. But this is a hard drive enclosure as well. What you probably really talking about, Eugene, you probably talking about a DOS. Because these are hard drive enclosures right here. All right. But that right there, that's a drive enclosure, but that's a DOS. This one right here, this is that one you got to line this bad boy up. Correct. Remember when I was struggling? I was struggling with this bad boy, man. And the thing about it, I'm like, where you at? And everything is black. That's the only thing about it, man. You got to line this bad boy up. I don't know. Nah, if I wasn't on you just got to line. I ain't got time to play with it, but you just line it up. But that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I got another enclosure. Man, I got to clean up down here so bad. It gets wild down here. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But I do got another enclosure. I do have it. I just don't know where I did with it. It's somewhere around here. It's probably somewhere up there. I don't know. I have to find it. But the one I got, that's a hard drive enclosure, but it's a DOS, a direct attached storage. He said, "What's your opinion on zidoo Z2000?" Um, I mean, it's really no different from the 2000. And I got it right here. This is what you're talking about right here. This is what you're talking about right here. So you're talking about this one right here. And again, it's really no different. Uh, the main thing is in the back. A gigabyte Ethernet USB, HDMI out, stuff like that. On the side of it, you ain't got nothing on that side. You might have something on this side, I can't remember, but really no difference. Wi-Fi 6, um, Realtek 1690 BPD chip, 4K HDR. It got one 3.5 hard drive bay, which is right here. You pull this down, it's right there. 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage, HDMI 2.1, which we all know really that's great for like gaming. Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, AV1, HEVC, Android 11, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth remote, and it has Bluetooth 5.2. I think it's pretty nice. It's solid. If that's the route you want to go, it's pretty solid. But again, if Mike, if you have a NAS, you don't really need this. You don't need to spend $500. This is good because, of course, you could put a drive in here, and you can connect a couple of you can connect let me see. Let me go in the back of this bad boy. You got one. This is the Bluetooth remote. You got one USB 3.0. And so you can connect the internal and then have an external hooked up to this bad boy right here. And then you can go on here and share, like you can do an automatic, I ain't gonna say an automatic backup, but you can sit at your computer and send files over your network to this device, copy it on the drive, and copy it on the external drive that's connected. And that could be your backup. Or you can get something like this. Instead of you can get a DOS, something that like this, and sit this right on top of that box, and you could just, because this DOS got a RAID 1, as you see, right there, you see them blue. You can set it to RAID 0, RAID 1, JBOD, and I don't forget the other RAID, but yeah, you can do all of that, and that way you can get 2 drives hooked up to this bad boy right here. Look, check this out. That's one drive, right? That's one drive. All right. And now we're going, there you have it. 2 drives. And for the people who might say, hey man, there's one. Nah, dog. I got storage everywhere. Cause y'all remember, it was all about, remember just a few months ago, it was all about, oh, get you a NAS, don't get no external. And I said that was cap. And I'ma still say that was cap. You don't need a NAS. You can get a DOS, or you can get 2 drives. Just make sure you get 2 external drives. I don't care how they look. They can look. Where my drives at? You can get, no, not that. No, not that either. Man, look. You can get, look how old this one is. No, this is my newer one. But you can get 2 of these and connect it to your zidoo, and you'll use one as your main, and you can set the other one as your backup. You can do it just like that. But again, you got to get the right information. All right. You don't need any type of specific, really, when you're setting it up like that. Now, if you want to get a NAS and you want to get some NAS, you can do it however you want. You just make sure you get a backup just in case anything go left. That's what you want. But Mike, yeah, go ahead. Michael Walker, I think that's a very, very nice device, honestly. But if you got a NAS and you already got it set up in your home, I'm going to tell you this. You'll do good with this one right here. All right. You'll do good with this one. So I just want to make sure before I move on. And this is for anybody. If you got a NAS, you can go with the cheapest one right here, the Z9X Pro, because it will read from your NAS. And you get pretty much everything. You still get the 4 gigs of RAM, HDMI 2.1, Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus. You get all of it. Remember, it does Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus, so you good. Wi-Fi 6, you still get everything. You still get everything. All right. You just don't get that Bluetooth remote. All right. So just remember that. You're going to get that remote, which is an IR remote. But again, you'll be able to use it. Believe me, if I know what I know now, I probably would not have a Z10 Pro or all of that, you know. So that's where I come into play. If you already got you a NAS, you can go with this right here on your television. This will pull from your NAS, and the rest is history. The only time you want to go with the other ones, if you want to go with the bigger, the larger ones, it's probably because you need some type of storage and something like that, and that's cool too. It's all about personal preference, but just make sure you do your research. That's all I ask that you do. Do your research. Dale, we're glad to have you to help people like us. You are much appreciated. Thank you. Michael Martin, big salute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huff say, yeah, Cody nice for the client after it's configured. Uh, what up, though? Say my daily streaming device is Formula GTV or the NVIDIA Shield. For playing my own video content, I'm using the zidoo Z10 Pro or Nova video player. Hey, James, me and you'll be in the same boat. If we knew what we knew now, we would probably save a lot of money. A lot of money, honestly. And again, if you don't listen, and let me give you this gem right here. If you get you a hard drive enclosure with RAID, at least RAID 1, all right, that's the key. With RAID 1, you do know that, all right, let me do this. Damn. If you get the one with the RAID 1, and RAID 1, for anybody that doesn't know what RAID 1 is, it's the most common factor for using the NAS. Because whatever you put on this drive is going to duplicate it on this. So the only bad thing is, say if I get an 8 terabyte drive here and an 8 terabyte on the bottom row, instead of it being 16, it's going to be 8 because it's duplicating. It's duplicating. But now some people take a chance. They'll keep this one at 8 and they'll keep it at 8. But when you're in RAID 1, it will still be 8. It will not be 16, what you think it would be. Hopefully I said that right. I might have been speaking too fast. All right, so let's go over it again. If you get two 8 terabytes and you got it in RAID 1, it's going to be 8 terabytes only. You might say, Dale, hold up now. Hold up now. This 16 terabytes. No, because they are duplicating each other. All right, one is used as a backup. So every time you send content to it, it's going to be backing up over that other drive. Just in case one of the drives go bad, all you got to do, pull that bad boy out, go get another one to replace it, and go right back in. And guess what? All that content that was on the other one is going to back up. It's going to be saved right away. All right. And just remember, even though this is a DOS, whenever you connect it to your router, it becomes a NAS. All right? It becomes a NAS. So I can take this right here and plug it into that router. And yes, I'll be able to connect to it outside of my network and everything. All right? As long as you got the application for your router. Yep. That's all it is. It's as simple as that. Man, so many ways. That's why I say you got to I want to be universal with this. I don't want to just stay on one thing. I want to be able to sit at the table when somebody say, well, how is the Apple TV? If I physically don't have the device, then I really can't give my take on it. The reason I can give my take on this Revolution is because I saw this device before. All right. And when you have other creators, that's one reason I didn't like the Doom. And I end up getting the Doom, right? I end up getting the Doom and really didn't like it. But a lot of times you can look at the creator and be like, I don't know about that user interface. That's I don't like it. You can do that. Now, if you to give a full explanation of the device, then you got to have the device. Like me, if I would have did a review on this device, I would have hit a few of the power points. A couple of the power points were missed because maybe it probably wasn't enough time in the video. Maybe they didn't know or anything like that. But I want to be, that's some of the things I would have shared. I wouldn't have went into everything, but that's a valuable piece right there, the HDMI input. Blue, I don't know if the remote control is Bluetooth. I don't know. We just don't know. But those are some valuable points right there to share. But it is what it is. This is why we do research. But again, I want to be universal with it. And I like what you man is doing. I like what Haterade Cowboy is doing. I like guys that are versatile and give different perspectives, and actually do what they do, when it came to that device. But they're gonna learn. They definitely gonna get up in there and do their thing on the next one. This is not the last. And the thing about it, it's a brand new device. And believe me, I'm guilty of it myself. I be like, oh shoot, I got a device, and somebody will come behind me and be like, hey man, well, what's this for? And you be like, damn, I ain't talk about that. So we all do it. Man, and them guys, look, them guys did a great presentation. A great presentation. I can't knock it because I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't for Youth Man and Haterade, Cowboy. So I wouldn't have, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have known nothing about it. But I'm glad them two got their hands on it. That way I can give a take. I can say a take and then go from there. So that's what it's all about right there. I'm gonna get with them two guys too. I'm gonna get with them, man. I got to reach out. I know I'm supposed to reach out to Iterate Cowboy like some weeks ago. Busy, like I said. Once football season is over with, it's on because I'll be right back on it. But them guys did an amazing job, and everybody gonna have their different takes on the device. And I'm quite sure Hater probably looked at Youth Man video. They just don't know. I was lurking both of their videos. I was over there like, oh, for real, that dude that? Oh, damn, that's sweet. I don't like this one. I watch both of their videos so I can give a take, even though I don't have the device, but I know about the device. So that's cool. But I won't be getting that device. I think I'm good. I am good. He said, yo, I need to upgrade my storage on my router. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. Get you one of them. You can get one of them DAS. A DAS ain't nothing but an enclosure. Get one of them and connect it to your router. Yup. Get you some drives for it. If you don't have any, get you some drives and connect it to your router. That way you can sit at your computer and send everything to your router. And whether you got Zidoo, Plex, Nova Video Player, it'll pick it right on up because it's on your network. Uno say, yo, that's what's up from the bottom to the top. Passion for what you do. That's what's up. How can you possibly fail? Yeah, the thing about it, you can't be scared to fail. The thing that separates me from everyone, again, I don't look at myself as the best, honestly. And I look at myself because I can learn from everyone. Look, I only known you, man, what, about 3 weeks? And I'm not ashamed to say, hey, man, this dude is the truth. I was on Haterade. I went on to his channel. He did a review of the Zidoo box. Man, and I had to give him up, man. He did a better review, even though I may know a little bit more on that box. But he did a better review than I did, in my opinion. In my opinion. And I had to shoot him. I shot him a man. I said, man, this is by far the best. I said, this is by far the best video I saw on this device in a while. You know, I think I might have said great job or something like that. But that's the thing about it. You can't be scared. Can't be scared, man. Everybody gonna have their take. You just have to remember yours, how you gonna present it, and then you just pick and choose what you might have learned from this one, and you just add it to it. You know, you ain't got to every video. You ain't got to be like, hey, I learned this from this one or that one. I give people credit, you know, when it's due, and I keep it moving. You know, but again, I'm not going to force something on you to make it fit my theory because I know there's more than one way to get it done. Mike, what up, though? A little something to help with them bills. I feel you on that, man. I'm not going to even lie. Y'all, I'm not going to even lie. I thank you, big salute. Thank you, Michael Martin. He said, she does have an Apple TV, but she's deaf, so she needs closed caption. I thought Apple does it. I thought Apple does it. You know, with Apple TV, you can cut the cord as well. You can do something that's you can do it too. What's up, Chopper? You go up in there? Hi. And we'll go to his game tomorrow. Yeah, go on sit. My personal deal, I spoke with the actual company. We consider working with them. It's doing HD software for real, just a skin. Yeah, and that's what I said. I said it's very, very similar to Doom. It's like a more modern, absolutely. You know, I said it. That's what's up. That is what's up. I kind of figured that. I said it's very, very similar to Doom earlier. Formula GTV is the truth. It just works straight out the box. Absolutely. So this is the Formula GTV right here. All right. This is it right here. As you see, it's off right now. But again, this is the formula. People might not be able to see it. Let me do this. You know, everybody be wanting to see that. All right. So you see it right there. So that's what he's talking about. The Formula GTV, because it runs the Android TV OS. And they just had an update. And I know how to do the update. Oh, man. You say there was a recent update on the U8K. I don't use my see, Oliver, I just use the HDMI. Um, yeah, I don't use the interface on none of my smart TVs. I'm straight up. I got it set up. I got CEC set up. So whatever, whether I'm on the Shield, the zidoo, or the Apple TV, I can just go ahead and just, as soon as I cut on the device, it just goes right into the HDMI. It brings up the Hisense interface, but then it switches right over automatically. So yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time. I know this Hisense down here. I know this bad boy is like probably about 5, 6 updates behind. But do you need a powerful chip if you're going to use Plex and play true HD, MKV, large movie 4K? No, you do not. No, you do not. You do not need a powerful chip to play anything UHD or anything like that. You just need the right device. Um, you can have a device that's 2 gigs of RAM. It might have uh, the chip. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. This $20 device would play a Ultra HD file with no issues. This is $20. A real high definition. So you don't need a powerful chip to play. You don't need a powerful chip to play media. Nope, you do not. You do not. That powerful chip in the in Nvidia Shield was strictly for gaming, and that was PC gaming. That's what it was really for. So that's the thing about it. Do you need it? That's why you have so many people. If we knew what we knew now, if they would have had these devices back in 2015, 16, 17, I don't think you would have a lot of people like saying you got to go and get the Shield, because there would have been other methods out here and stuff like that. But the Shield was the high point. But then when the Fire Stick, like the Fire Stick 4K, will play your 4K Ultra, you can have a file. You can have a real rip of your Ultra HD, and it's going to play it with no issues, no hiccups. What up, though, Harry? Only thing is Apple TV doesn't play True HD Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. It does Dolby Atmos and Dolby Surround. That's from Kevin. And you right about that, but it still sound good. It still sound good. It still sound good. I'm not gonna even lie to you. And depending on, like, if you got a home theater and you got everything connected, then you probably can hear a difference. But if you got you a nice sound bar, maybe 1,000, 1,500, it still sound beautiful. You still get all the little special effects and all of that. So, even though it's not the same technology per se, it still sound good. I think it comes into play when you got when you built yourself a home theater. And when you look at it, if you think there are three devices that people use in their home cinemas: NVIDIA Shield, zidoo, devices like zidoo, and Apple TV. It's all on YouTube where people, they done built themselves a shed with a home theater, and what's on their system? The Apple TV. Because it still sound good. It still sound good. I like I said, I don't know. I will have to go to like Vincent House and hear it for myself to sit back and say, you know what, I do hear the difference. I would need to be in someone's home that really, really, really hear the difference. But it still sounds good. But you're absolutely right. Hey, you right about Hey, man, I wish I would, man. There's still people out here though that's getting it. They getting it, man. It's crazy. Does it? Grandma, you say grandma does have an Apple TV? Oh, I think I read that one. Simon said, "Do you feel like the hard drive in DOS sound loud?" That no, in this one you can hear it. You can hear it in this one, but I got another one that I had it in, and you really did not hear it. But in this brand, where that box, this brand right here, you can hear it. But even though I'm over here, my NAS is over there by my router. When I'm sending content to it, oh, I hear it fire up. Now, isn't it now? Unless somebody just sensitive to a humming noise when it's being activated, like unless you're watching something off of it, it doesn't make any noise. Or unless you sending data to it, it's not making any noise. But if it will make something like this, and it's to me, in my opinion, I guess if it was in my room, maybe it would annoy me. But downstairs, I cannot hear it. I can't hear it. But when you come downstairs, you will hear a little humming like because it's being activated. But my NAS over here, um, it's not as loud. It's a humming noise, but you can only hear it like when you're really paying attention, and you know when it's being activated because somebody's using plex or somebody watching a zidoo, watching the movie on it. Other than that, it's not a biggie to me. But now, again, depending on the size of your room, it might become a problem. I don't know. Because my wife complains about noise on everything, man. She complains a lot. I can hear it. But I done had both of these devices up under her, and she never complained about it. So, but yes, you're absolutely right, Simon Kim. Yeah. It is not loud, at least not to me, not on this model. But this one is louder than my NAS. Absolutely. Michael said, can I take my external drive out of the case to use as a DOS? Absolutely. There's people cracking them cases open all the time. And they taking that drive out and putting it into some type of enclosure. Yes, you can. You said it's performance over network or NAS much worse than DOS. It depends which model you get. That comes down to whichever model you get and your read and write, data speed. That's pretty much what it comes down to. This one, when I'm sending it, my NAS is a little bit faster and as far as the reading and writing than my DOS. But my DOS, I done had both of them hooked up to my router, and I done send data to both of them. And depending on what it is, let's just say a 1.4 gig. That's probably done in 20 to 30 seconds on the NAS. If that, if that. But with this model that I have right here, it might be like a 45 seconds, a 1.4, a 45 seconds to a minute, you know. And usually when I'm sending my information over, Nathan, I'm sending 6, 7 movies at one time, just sending them over there. And then I just go from there. So it'd be a lot more content. So it may take, like with my NAS, depending on the size. But now if I'm sending over an Ultra HD, something that's 40, 50, 60 gigs, yeah, it's going to take some time, whether you're using a NAS or DOS. But that NAS probably going to move just a little bit faster than that DOS, depending on which one you have, though. It's all about the brand and what you have. You say, can you put a link in the chat for that $250 this one right here? I would definitely do it. Here you go right here. There you go, Miss Tavia. Let me do that. There you go right there. What time is it? 8:40. Sean, what up though? Sean, what's good, baby? Say I have 310 gigabyte, probably terabyte. That's what you meant. Drives on my Z10 Pro. Still not using my internal slot for a hard drive. That's what's up. I'm telling you. What up though, Bo? What up though? What it do? I'm telling you, a lot of times you can get that one, that Z9X, and I'm telling you, anytime you can turn one, like I said, this is not a bad one. You know, they got better dials out there, but this one is very, very simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Again, on and off switch. You got your RAID 1. I don't have my glasses on, but RAID 1. I think J by another RAID. And then I think it's something else. I can't remember. But again, very, very nice. But this one is louder than my Nas. And for some people, that might mess with some people. I don't know. I don't know. But that bad boy would be like, zzz. But, you know, she haven't complained. Yo, he said, yo, I'm rocking my tablet 10-inch, 8-inch tablet, and also rocking my Superbox. Oh, Don talking about IPTV boxes. All right. What's up, Cordelia? What up, though, Don? D Nice. What up, though? What's up, Dub Brad? What's up, baby? I ain't see you sneak up in here. George, he said, hey, Dale, what app do I need to connect my storage attached to my router from outside? You need your router application. You need your router's application. So right now, I have a Netgear Nighthawk X10. I use the Netgear, the Nighthawk application. I don't know. I might be able to show you on my phone. Let me see. Man, you know I love kicking it with y'all, man. On a Thursday. On a Thursday. That's what it's all about, man. We just get this information. Where you at, Nighthawk? Let me make sure I ain't showing nothing. Let me see. Let me go up a little bit on that one. Let me just make sure I ain't got nothing. Just making sure I ain't got nothing on here. All right, I ain't showing nothing. But if you look on the second row, you'll see the Nighthawk. You see it right there, right next to Netflix. That's the Nighthawk application. So that's all you need. You get that application, you good. Sean say, what's a good Ethernet cable to go from modem to router? So you can use any Ethernet. Yeah, you can use any Ethernet. Just get you a nice one. I mean, it don't have to be no expensive one. To go from your go from your cable to your router. My cable, my modem, right? My modem and my router is right next to each other. Yeah. So I mean, you can go Cat 5, you can go Cat 7. I mean Cat 6. You can go Cat 7. It really don't matter. It really doesn't matter. What up, Biggs? What's good, Biggs? Hope all is well on your end, Biggs. Big salute. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. Say he has brotherly love for everyone, no hatred for no one. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. I just look, I just when cats get slick though, that's when I come out of my shell a little bit. But other than that, man, I just know I'm just a humble guy because I know if you bring something to the table, you can show something that I can use. I'll be happy to learn, man. I ain't gonna even lie. There's so much stuff I be wanting to learn, man. I be wanting to just learn so much, but it's only so much time in the day. So like, what I be wanting to do, like listen. I've been wanting to change this studio around, my little studio. Man, I got packages on top of packages. I can't get to it. Look, it's a desk that I'm trying to order, and it'll be perfect because what I want to do, me and my brothers, we've been all talking about starting a podcast. Man, we be having some great conversations so bad that it need to be recorded. We talk about everything, like from entertainment. We talk about I don't know who this is. They're gonna have to wait a little bit. I don't know who that is. Yup. But we talk about everything, man. I've been trying to get, but every time I come down here, I'll be like, man. But I just need some days off, like at least like 3 to 4 days where I'm strictly at home. I ain't got to worry about going nowhere and just go from there. That's what I be worried about. So that's all I need right there. Dave say, yo, which device has the lifetime? Oh, you talking about? Sure, there's a couple of them out there on that. Yeah, Dale, I'm thinking about updating my network. Any suggestions? Well, only thing I went with was Netgear. That I don't know about a Zeus or Asus. I don't know about Linksys. Um, I'm a Netgear guy because again, it's all about simplicity to me. Um, I think they got a. I was just on Best Buy, and I was honestly looking at some things. Right, hold up, let me do this. I'm going to Best Buy right now, and I think it was in. Let me just do this. And this is what I mean. To update everything, I mean they got some good stuff on here. It comes down to preference, whatever you used to. Some people, I like a tri-band network. You know, that's one thing I do like. Like this one, this is a tri-band. This is Asus, but it got the tri-band Wi-Fi 6 gaming router. So I think this would do good. Look at the reviews. Um, Here go a Netgear right here, another tri-band. And when they say tri-band, everyone, they talking about you'll get one like 2.4, or maybe like some small devices like your washing machine or something like that that you can connect to your network. And then they give you two 5G networks. So you might put all of your streaming boxes on this particular 5G, which you can name. You might call this one streaming. I'm gonna just use myself as an example. Dell streaming, and streaming 5G, and give myself a password. But then on my other 5G, I can name it uh, gaming consoles 5G, Dell gaming consoles. So anything that's related to gaming, I will put it on that 5G, and anything as far as streaming, like Nvidia, Chromecast with Google TV, Roku, whatever I have, that'll go from there. And then like the washing machine or that mixer or that refrigerator or something like that, that can go to the regular 2.4 gig, and stuff like that. So, but I'm a Netgear guy, and I haven't tried them. Have I saw a Zeus before? Absolutely. But TP Link is a solid one. But again, I look for stuff like Tri-Band That way, I don't have all of those devices tied to one, network. I can split it up. So I love tri-band. Also, if you get them, make sure it has the MIMO technology. MIMO, MIMO, multiple input, multiple output, which stands for it could talk to 50 devices at one time and not, it won't be no stuttering or no pausing or anything like that, like back in the day. Your laptops, all of that, you can do all of that. And see, in my house, in my house, I know it got to be about 40 some devices that's connected right now to the network, including the washer and dryer. So, but you can go, I mean, it really just comes down to you, what you want as far as that. As far as your router, some people gonna say, hey, in larger homes, get you a mesh system. You can go with mesh. So in them far places, you will be able to tap on, you know. But here it is, you got one, but damn, you see the price. This has Wi-Fi 7 on it, even though that nothing has come out. But this is future proof. Yep. Or you can just go with a dual band. It's all good depending on your household. Now, as far as modems, if you got a broadband, you can go up in here, get yourself a modem. And I go with Aries. Um, like these are the ones that I have. Don't get mixed up with that DOCSIS 3.0 and 3.1 right now. I mean, it is what it is, but don't get too caught up. That's like people getting caught up with like AV1 on their devices. But you can get this. All you really need, honestly, my my modem is probably about 4 to 5 years old, if not older. This is the only thing you need to really worry about right here. What internet speed are you paying for? All right. Now, of course, now if you getting a gig, you want to get something that can handle a gig. Now, if you paying for 200, do you need a gig? No, you don't have to. But this is good just in case you ever upgrade or they give you a free upgrade. So if I'm going to tell you to get something that is future proof. All right. Even though you might be paying for 500 gigs, I would still go with something like this. That way I can get up to 1.4 gigs. But other than that, they have some that go a little bit higher. Like you got this one, costs a little bit more. And you see this when we click on it, this one go up to 2 gigs. So you see this one go up to 2 gigs. And so again, if you're doing some gaming and stuff like that, I understand it. Honestly, you got to be doing some serious gaming. But those are my recommended right here. I only use these right here. I couldn't tell you about this one. I don't have it, but I'm quite sure you can use it. Um, you know, these are this is what you call broadband, which is Comcast, Spectrum, Cox, Wow. That's all. These are for those companies right there. All right. So definitely, invest in your network. Your streaming is going to be so much better. Your streaming is going to be way better. I'm telling you. As soon as I cleaned up my network, man, I don't have no issues. None. So, Ron, what up, though? With this new device, our evolution have sources and adding URLs and etc. They didn't get into any of that as of yet. So they did not get into that right now. Once you start, camera, I don't even know how you started moving. So they didn't say anything about that, Sir Rome, but we will have to pay attention and see. What up, though? What up, though? Oh, Bo said he off. What up, though, Bo? I'm about to get up off of here, too. I'm about to watch me some basketball, man. Definitely. QC in the building. What up, though, Q? Hope all is well. Yeah, Bo about to. Hey, just in case y'all don't know, Bo about to become a full-time chef. Let's go over here. Bo about to become a full-time chef. Where is it at? Or is it on this one? I don't know. Oh, no, I think it's on the other one. Hold up. Let me go over here. Y'all didn't know that, but y'all hearing it here first. I think it's here. Bo about to become a chef. Hey, this is what my wife, just in case y'all didn't know this is what my wife got me. She got me some of that some of y'all don't know about that Valentino, boy. She got me that. Y'all see all them keys over there. I apologize for that, but she got me this bouquet. I love Reese's cup, man. We be smashing Reese's when we go to the movies. But this is an up north thing. If you stay down south, and I think out west, y'all really don't celebrate Happy Sweeties Day. We got Happy Valentine's Day for the ladies, and then Happy Sweeties Day for the guys. And so, yeah, we got that. You know, she got me that Valentino. That bad boy smells so good. But me and Bo got one of these, just in case y'all don't know. Yeah, I cooked on mine, didn't hear no complaints. So we gonna definitely be doing some cooking on that bad boy again. And then, you know, Bo about to start his own channel. Here it is right here. Bo got on here and did some burgers, did a couple steaks, got his greens on there, and look at that. Threw some sausages, some bacon on that bad boy. He had another picture that he sent me. Man, you know. So again, these are our DST. As you see, Huff be over here posting. A lot of people be over here posting, you know. And he said, hey, this might be a recommended device for some of y'all who be programming them devices and stuff like that. So pretty good, man. We be over here talking a lot. This is something that I got. This is the one right here for people who may not know. This is the device that Sobro, me and Sobro talked about it, last year? I'll tell you, because it tells you I purchased it last year on the 12th. And so, yeah, I've been had this, but my wife love it. All right, my wife love it. So if you ain't a part of DST Facebook group or streaming outside the Lions Facebook group, you might be missing some things. All right. Yep, he said, Dana, what up, though? Say, yeah, I'm using their arrows. The arrows. Yeah, I heard that. I heard they work very, very well. Yep. Damien said, yeah, we just upgraded our routers and modems from Linksys to Motorola and Asus routers. The main one is Asus ROG A1111 AX1100 Pro. We still have issues here and there, but we at least up to Wi-Fi 6. It got to be something up on that pole, man. You shouldn't be having no issues. None whatsoever. That got to come from your internet provider. Probably need to get them out there to change the drop, run some type of test. Unless Damien, you stay in one of them big old huge houses, man. You know, it might be going. You know, might have some things going on. I don't know. Big salute. Thank you, Dana. Appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Just G say, hey, Bo, please get that channel going because my wife can't cook. Oh, Just G. It's crazy. Crazy. But guys, I know it's 9 o'clock. I've been going, an hour and 41 minutes. Look, we'll chime back in. I was going to go live tomorrow, but I'm going to go to my nephew. Got to show some support to the nephew. Plus, it's gonna be the last day probably for the year that Detroit will be in the 70s. It's supposed to be 75 degrees tomorrow, and we're talking about the end of October. Man, we can't, I'm telling you, can't beat it. So I'll be out there with some shorts on, but then Saturday it's supposed to be like 60. Sunday it's supposed to be like 55. And then come Monday morning, the high only supposed to be 48. So it's getting real here. About to pull out the coat and all of that. I haven't put on my work pants in the shoot since earlier this year in the wintertime. But I guess next week, time to bring them boys back out. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. He said if you want to hear Dolby Atmos, come down to Trinidad. Hey, I might just have to do that, man, George. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Me and my wife getting ready to take travel, and we going back down south, man. It's something about the South, man. If you stay down south, just know Superdell got love for y'all, man. Cause y'all, man, look, every time I went down south, it's been a pleasant experience, except for one time when I went to Alabama and I had on my all-white Air Force Ones, and I stepped, and look, it wasn't like it was raining or anything. They just had red dirt, and they messed up my brand new shoes. That's the only complaint that I have about the South. Other than that, man, the hospitality is just beautiful. I love y'all accent, even though when sometimes y'all get in an argument, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Because I'm like, what? And then you be like, excuse me, say that again? Because the accent's so thick. But if you stay down south, man, I love y'all, man. Because every time I've been to Florida, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to Virginia, I've been to Alabama, New Orleans. So I've been down there. And it's always never had no altercation. Everybody was super, super nice, man. I'm talking about good morning. Now, when you come up here, you might walk past 20 people. Ain't nobody gonna say good morning, hello, no nothing. But I love that Southern hospitality though. So appreciate it. I love the South, man. I love the South. At least where I go. All right. I always had great experience. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Yeah, hey Victor. I didn't know that. I didn't even know there was such a thing called red dirt, red clay, or whatever it was called. I just knew when we got out, it was about 95 degrees, no rain in sight. We even saw a dude get punched in the face, man. Jumped in front of this trucker that was going to an Alabama football game. Cause man, I stepped in that dirt and I said, damn. I picked up the shoe. I took off my shoe. I said, damn, let me get some paper towel. I went over there. I got the paper towel. I was like, oh. I'm like, I said, oh. And it just smeared. It got worse. And that was it. I couldn't, them shoes was done. I was mad as heck. Brand new Air Force Ones. White. Pretty. I went down there fresh as heck. They had on Jabot jeans and Reeboks. I'm down there in the Guess short. This was back in the 90s. I'm down there in the Guess shorts, Guess shirt, and some all-white Air Force Ones. They knew I was from out of town. That red, man, I said, man, but I know now, if I go down to Alabama, just put on some regular shoes. I was wondering why people was down there. Now that I think about it, I see why people had on like older shoes. Cause I'm down there like, oh, these cats don't dress like us. I see why. Cause that red clay ain't no joke, man. I can imagine what it does to the clothes. I saw what it done to the shoes. I can only imagine what it does to the clothes, man. It's probably a wrap on that. But yeah, now that I think about it, like people who had on like older shoes, they wasn't white. I tell you that. It wasn't white. So anyway, guys, I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Superdell. I am signing out this joint. Big salute. Talk to you on the next one, guys. Peace.